Yo, yo. All right, we're live. What is up? What is up? All right, this is cool. Nice, crispy. Okay, so hopefully it's not too windy on the mic here because I got my fan on because I'm in Texas and it's 100 degrees out here. But basically, here's what I want to do. I want to take a look at the ASUS ROG new gaming machine I have here. So one of the things I want to talk about here was the playability, the functionality, and kind of what it looks like. So, all right. So here's my initial thoughts. So I've had this thing for just a few hours, and here's one of the biggest pieces of feedback I have is obviously the form factor. So when we look at this guy, hang on, let me put my thing in here. And whether you're watching this later or you're watching this now, um, I have a new setup here. I got a mic. I got my camera set up. So show a little love if you like this. Give me a little like. A sub would be awesome. But honestly, I just want to talk about this. So here is the ASUS ROG Ally, I think is how you say it. And here's my thoughts so far. So basically, when I look at this, I look at it a couple ways. I look at it as this is a device that, for me, I work a lot on the road. I'm always traveling. I'm always, on the road for work and things like that. And so for that reason, I don't always want to take my gaming laptop with me, right? I don't want to always have my Asus laptop, I forget what it is, RG15, RG14. It's a 14-inch gaming laptop. I don't always want to have that with me because it takes up space and it doesn't necessarily, lean to the fact that I want to have all my work stuff on it. I don't want to have my Excel sheets and all that. So this spoke out to me because one of the reasons I got this was I wanted to be able to have something I could play Call of Duty or Fortnite or something. And this is so sad to say, but I wanted it to be at 60 FPS. Now, uh, say what you will about Android. Android has the ability to play Fortnite on it. Like I'll use the Fold, I'll use the Flip, I'll use these other devices. I got the S23 Ultra right here, and I love this phone. I love it, and um, it's one of those things that I have a hard time getting away from it just because it is so nice to use. It's fun. It's a fun device to use. But that being said, I don't want to play games on it necessarily as I'm playing like Rocket League or else, what is it, Rocket League Sideswipe. I play it on there. Call of Duty Mobile, but it's just not the same. It's not the same as having a full PC. So here's the Asus. Okay, the Asus has full Windows 11 on here. So full Windows 11, you can actually use like Outlook and Microsoft Word, Excel, and everything. And actually, I tried it, and I could open up some emails and everything on here as well. Um, so when I'm using this, one of the things I've noticed is that okay, so Call of Duty on this device is my biggest thing. So I haven't had a hard time finding a channel that said, okay, here's Call of Duty on this, and I can pull it up and show you. But ultimately, here's what I wanted to find out was, can I use Call of Duty on this? Can I use Fortnite? Can I use these games that are just, you turn them on, you play, and you're done. You're off to the races. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up Epic on here. So this is the Epic Store now. Here are some of the things that some people might not have said. I think Dave Today said this today or a couple days ago or something like that. But the setup process is a complete nightmare. It's a disaster. I had to take this device, and you can see here. I mean, it feels great. The buttons are nice and responsive up here as well. I will say this, that the screen looks amazing. It looks really good. It's clean. It is, responsive. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is it really a replacement for like a laptop? It's definitely not. It's not a replacement for a laptop. If you have a gaming laptop and you are playing, Diablo, Cyberpunk, or any of these other games on the road, really this might not be for you because it's going to leave you a little bit unsatisfied when it comes to the wins. So I got down to a game tonight in Fortnite, and I was playing it. I haven't played Fortnite forever, by the way, but obviously after a few things that happened over the last couple of weeks. I decided to ditch Call of Duty, go to Fortnite and try it, and it's been amazing. But when I'm using this device with with Fortnite, I notice it's just a little bit the depth perception. So, like for example, if I'm trying to see somebody from a distance and I'm trying to snipe at them, I don't get the same kind of detail that I would like to get in, for example, my Asus laptop, and that means that you have to kind of adjust your gameplay to the screen, where in reality what you should do is you should try to adjust your gameplay to the game, not the screen. So now here's I'll say that laptop I use is what, $1,500. This is $700. This has the Z1. Hang on, let me get the details for you. This is the box here. Okay, I did an unboxing video on my shorts. You can check that out. But this has the Z1 Extreme, the Z1 Extreme, and the Z1 Extreme is has 500. Not the Z1 Extreme. This one has 512 gigs of PCIe SSD and other stuff. So here's what happened. So I go to start this up, and I'm booting up the system. And when I boot it up, I'm ready to go, ready to input all my information, and it doesn't prompt me for a keyboard. So it says, okay, the first thing you do when you start up a phone is you start it up and you say, okay, I'm going to start up this phone. I'm going to hook it up to my local Wi-Fi network, and I'm going to get it going. And so you start it up and you say, okay, I'm going to start this device up, connect to my Wi-Fi. I click on input password. Nothing happens. I try everything to get it to work to where it just shows me a virtual keyboard. It doesn't happen. And I don't know why. I could not figure out why. So finally I ended up hooking this up with the and you can see here on the top. I mean, ports galore, right? You have the headphone jack, the micro SD, external output. You have a USB-C, volume, power, which we'll get to that in a second. But on the back, you're going to have the little bumper buttons here, M1, M2. And I actually hooked these up to be my microphone mute and on and off switch mute button because when I'm in Call of Duty, I don't like to have an open mic necessarily, and to use these on there and not have to have your mic open all the time just makes it really useful. You can toggle it on and off. And then on the front, you have your regular joysticks, your D-pad, and you have your in-game buttons. Then you also have your ASUS button, which I don't remember what it's called, ASUS Vault or something like that. And then you have your XYAB, your pad, and then your menu and your ASUS button. Speakers are right here on the front. Speakers on the front. You can see this is just from one day. I'm going to try to get a screen protector because it's nasty. And then again on the back, you have the fans. You have fans on the top, and then nothing on the bottom. So basically what happens is when you go in to set up this device, what I had to do is I had to end up hooking this up via USB-C to a hub, which I have hooked up to my computer for my camera. But you had to hook it up via a hub in order to use a external keyboard to type in everything. And from a consumer standpoint, that is a terrible idea. What's going to happen is you're going to have a bunch of consumers come on. They're going to say, oh, I want to try this new device. And how do I input everything? Open it up. It's not consumer facing yet. They're going to have to get some bugs worked out. And that's okay. I think, honestly, I think that this is definitely a Gen 1 device that they're going to say, okay, what can we do better? What did we miss on? And we'll be able to forgive them, if you will, for that. But again, I think that the biggest part about that is saying, all right, what do we need to be able to say somebody can pick this up and just go? And again, going back to some of the reviews I've seen, you have people who say, okay, I have the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is a great example. So you pick up the Steam Deck, you load up Steam, you're off to the races. You're going, I'm playing Cyberpunk, whatever. But for me, I'm an older guy. I have kids. I'm not sitting there trying to figure out games like that where I'm just playing nonstop. I want to pick up a game and play for 30 minutes or an hour or something like that. And when I do that, it allows me to kind of escape a little bit and join it. That's why I start my PC and I start playing that way. But honestly, it's not something I'm really trying to do to like play except for Zelda on Switch. I'm old school, so that's just how it works. I'm gonna clean this guy off. So for me, the remapping of the buttons, okay, the remapping of trying to figure out what the what button do I hit to just make it the brightness go loud, like go brighter? Those are the kind of things you shouldn't really have to think about in these. So that all stems though, not from ASUS, not from them building a great device with high quality graphics, really nice, controls, nice tactile buttons. I mean, listen, feels good, right? It's not that. It is Windows. It's the Windows stuff. And I think that what we need to see is we need to see a Windows mobile system rolled out devices like this. They're going to allow us to be able to play these games freely and start it up and go. The reason iPad and iPhone have such a dominant market in this industry right now, whether it's mobile gaming, whether it's going to be cell phones, tablets, whatever, is because of the ease of use. You can give it to your grandma, you can give it to your mom, you can give it to your sister, and you say, "Here you go. Follow the instructions." You start it up, and we go. The issue with these is that it's just not that easy. This is great for people like me and some of you watching that say, "Okay, I'm a tech guy. I'm a gamer. I said I have a PC for gaming. I get it. I have to go in and remap this button to be my microphone button, or I have to go in and say, oh, I want my A and B to be alternated because I'm playing Xbox versus PC." But the regular consumer just doesn't get it. And the setup process on this was a complete bitch. It really was. It was really, really hard. And not for me necessarily because it took hours. But honestly, the download times were really good. But the fact that it takes so much effort to try to set up a game in here and be able to make it play clean and normal. It took me about 3 hours, and this is somebody who understands this stuff and understands the effort it takes to try to get these things going. So, it's just one of those things. It's one of those things that it's I have a hard time. And here we go. So here's the startup screen. It's Windows 11. All right. So when we start it up, let me put on my pin so you guys don't try. I don't know, getting my information like this is gonna happen. And oh, okay. All right. So again, so when you look at this, it's a Windows PC, Windows 11. You have to go through and do a bunch of updates, right? You got to update it with security updates and things like that, and download and update and whatever. So I put only two things on here. I put BattleNet for COD, and then I put Epic for Fortnite. So I'm going to go on here and look at a few things. I want to look at the storage. So I basically went in. There's no SD card. Okay, so I didn't put an SD card on here yet, and the reason was very specific. I wanted to see there is a spot right here. By the way, there's a spot right here for a SD card. You can put it in here, and again, here's the monitor out, so you can hook up an external monitor, the USB-C, the volume switch, which I'll get to in just a second. But okay, so right now I have 475 gigs total storage included on here, and I have 294 free. Okay, so if you can see this right here. By the way, the lights on here, you can see how they're always changing, right? Always changing there, always changing. It's a really cool touch. Say what you will about ASUS, but they have a good way of making sure that the product feels high quality. If there's no flex, no flex at all, no flex at all. Front firing speakers, okay, front firing speakers here, nothing on the bottom, and then the ports on the top. I'll tell you that one of the things, I'm a big Switch guy, so I'm always playing. I'm playing Zelda or Smash Brothers or whatever, and I have kids, so for me, it's not about trying to set up a game room or whatever. I do this because I do reviews and tech and stuff like that, but ultimately it comes down to time. I mean, I don't have time to sit here and play 2 hours of a game like I said, Cyberpunk or whatever. So I have to be in and out within an hour, or maybe two at the most. Or I travel for work, so I'm looking for something I can take on the go. So I'm taking my gaming laptop. I'm taking something, my Xbox controller, and this to me is like the perfect package of. Okay, I can take my work laptop now. I can take my MacBook, and then I can take this, throw it in my bag, and I can use it on an airplane or whatever. And obviously, I want to play COD or Fortnite or Forza, whatever it is. But but yeah. So when you look at the storage here, so you got 475 total. I have used 131 of apps, six of other, and some other stuff. So I have 294 left. Realistically speaking, that's not that big. And I think what this is this is meant to be a very targeted specific mobile operating system, if you will, with Windows, that you can pick and choose a handful of games to play on the go, which is exactly what I want. Now, my gaming laptop was like 1500, 1400 to ASUS, R, I forget the name, R14, something like that. And when you look at those versus this, okay, I have played for about 4 hours now. I was playing Call of Duty and Fortnite on this. Call of Duty ran freaking amazing. I am shocked. Now, the rendering on Plunder and on Warzone 2 was questionable. And I went in to try to dive into the settings to try to see if there was something I can do about that. And ultimately, it came down to the fact that this is just, it's a big game. It's a big game to play. And I was able to get about 60 to 70 frames FPS, about 58 to 60. And that's pretty good for me because if you remember, looking back at Fortnite in Apple days, which I played a lot of because I loved it. I hook up my controller to my iPad and I play that a lot. I loved doing that. But with this, I wanted to play God and I wanted to say, okay, what are my options here? So um, let's pull up I'm gonna see. I don't know what buttons I'm hitting anymore. All right, let's go here. Let's go here, and let's go to Call of Duty. Actually, no, let's go to Fortnite. I'm gonna pull up Fortnite. So here's another tip here. Okay, this is the Epic what landing page, I guess you say. I'm gonna launch Fortnite. One of the things you have to watch out for is the gamepad versus like desktop mode. So I got myself really frustrated in the first 10 minutes because I kept, maybe about the first hour, I kept trying to select the parts of the game in Call of Duty and Fortnite using uh, my ROG because it kept wanting my input to be the mouse. I didn't have a mouse hooked up. I was just using this handheld like this. And again, you can see here, it loads it great. It's really fast. It's actually really fast. It loaded and downloaded Fortnite, and I want to say about 20 minutes total. And Call of Duty took about an hour or so, but that's 90 gigs. But it really downloaded very quickly. So, okay, I don't want to see it. No, I don't want to see the video. Stop. All right, let's skip this. Skip this. All right. Fortnite on here. I don't know if it shows up or not, but basically it works really well. Um, and what I can try to do is I can try to get a view of this playing and see. I'm gonna just do let's do Team Rumble so I can show you guys what it looks like. Um, okay, so here's the most interesting part about this. So I ran Call of Duty. I ran Fortnite for about 2 hours tonight. I'd say about 2 hours, and the heat distribution of this and the way it pumps out the heat, I expect it to be insanely hot and the battery to drain. So what I did is this: I said, okay, I'm going to start the games, and mid-game I'm going to pull the power supply and find out what happens. I pulled the power supply during Call of Duty during shipment, just a multiplayer shipment, and then also during a plunder. And both times the FPS didn't drop and the heat didn't increase, which means that it's running on the power consumption that it needs in order to run the game, not necessarily meaning just from the income of the actual power supply. So on the laptops, as soon as you pull the power supply, it's going to change from like performance mode to uh, whether it's, I don't know, what's it called? Optimization or whatever. So on here, it allowed me to really get the best of both worlds. So let's go ahead and try to see if I can get, excuse the messy desk, but see how I can get this here. There we go. Nope, let's do it like this. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this is the game, and hopefully it shows up. This is running at 50, 60 FPS. So a lot of people, I know I was asking myself, okay, let's see, how does the best way, this away. Got this. There we go. That's good right there. Perfect. Okay, so here's what I found out. So on the game itself, it's going to run around 60 FPS average. So when you're looking at this, you say, okay, I want to be able to use Fortnite. I play Fortnite on my gaming laptop and on the Switch sometimes, but the Switch is absolute 100% garbage. And let's see if I can go here. So you can see on the screens, and hopefully it's showing up on camera, but you're not getting a lot of fluttering, a lot of distortion. All right, so let's go ahead and try playing a little bit. Oh, all right, I'll go ahead and do that. That's fine. Okay, so this is Team Rumble, all right? So don't judge me because I'm looking at myself through a camera, through the camera. All right, yeah, okay, wait, hold on. I gotta go this way. There we go. Wait, right here? Right there? There we go. Okay, boom. Beautiful. Okay. Next time I'll do a capture on this so you guys can actually see what it really looks like. But okay, so when you look at this, you have to pay attention right here. Okay, this is, you can see it, but it's 60 FPS. Yeah, 60 FPS. One of the best things about running Fortnite on the iPad was that you were able to get 60 FPS on it. It looks so good, and it took a very little, you know, not weight, but little space. I mean, it took a very little space. So buttons are clicky. Buttons feel good. Let's pop one more here. Let me see if I can get an actual kill on camera here. What's happening? Hold on. There we go. I don't know about you, but I kind of like build mode. I might be alone there. So, whoop. Thank you. So again, it's coming up at 60 FPS. This is really hard to do while I'm trying to video it. I realize now. I just got to get myself a real setup here. So, okay. Let's just cheat here. I'm gonna build my way up. Somebody here? Oh yeah, there is. Oh, I died. That's great. Okay, let me see if I can rearrange here while I'm paying attention. And there we go. Okay, so let's just try to get one kill here. You know what? Let's get this guy. Hi. I'm back. Where'd you go? Whee. Got it. So I don't know if it shows up on camera, but this thing is crystal clear. Oh, you're my team. You're my team too. So it's crystal clear. So basically, one of the things I want to talk about is how this looks in reality. So I'm comparing this to the Switch, okay? Because I haven't had a Steam Deck or anything like that, and I know it's going to be better on the Steam Deck, but honestly, I'm all about Call of Duty. So for me, the Call of Duty experience is the most crucial. I got to get this. Hold on. No, I don't want you. I want this. Thank you. Yep. Ah, come here. Thank you. All right, come on. Come on, little doggy. Let's go. So it's getting 60 is the max, and I believe that's what I set it as the max. And that's because I was having some lagging issues. Whee. Get the chicken. What the? I can't see anything. I think I'm shooting him. I can't see anything. I think there's a guy here. Wait. Ah! My pig's in the way. Wait, my hog. Whatever. Gosh dang it. All right, get out of here. Bugging me. So ultimately, the idea is that this is, as you can see, it's not lagging. It's not coming up with any real issues. And yeah, there we go, right there. So this is really hard to see, like I said, because I'm trying to do this while I'm videoing it. But okay, yeah, don't all fall to your death when you have a. Wait, what the? Oh, where's he? There you go. No. Okay, I'm getting way more into this than I probably should be because I'm supposed to be looking at how this, but I'm competitive. All right. Let me get these things. God, it's so sweaty. All right, so again, this is the ROG, and right, like I said, right now I'm getting 50, 60, 58, 60. Oh God, there's somebody coming. They're gonna kill me. Easy, easy money. Hang on. Oh, that's not nice. All right. Ah, mother. All right. Oh my God, look at that fingerprint. So, okay, what I would say is also try to get a screen protector for this. I don't, for me, it's not like a necessity, but I just don't trust these things. Hello. All right, I died. This is so hard to look at this through this. I got to get a streaming thing. All right, so no way I'm gonna play a real game with this because this guy. Hello. Well, I killed him before somebody killed me. So that's it with this. So basically, like I said, when it comes to the quality of the stream and playing these games, it's really unimpacted. It doesn't really affect it at all. It works really well. All of the menus and everything. Here you go. So super responsive. And when I go here, let's say I'm going to go here to quit. This is what I couldn't find on any other channel. Was okay. What about Fortnite and Call of Duty? Like those are the biggest things that people use here. So you can just touch screen. So touch screen up here. I'm going to touch screen here and close. I'm going to go here to Blizzard. Open this up, and I'm going to say I want to play this. And you can see here how responsive it is. It's actually pretty good. So we're going to let this load for 1 second here. All right. So here I changed those settings. Yes, I did because I reset it. Okay, hold on. Sorry, let me clean this because that's nasty. There we go. And I know you guys should be able to hear this, but it's not super loud. Okay, so Call of Duty. Here's Call of Duty on the ASUS. So we're gonna exit this. I'm gonna go to shipment just to make it quick. And I mean, look at. I mean, this is me getting into a game. That is. I'm sorry, but that is really fast. That's actually faster than a lot of PCs as well. And you can, if you can see the graphics here, the graphics are really good. I don't see really any major issues. And watch him with the animation. Okay, that's normal. Okay, we're doing a hard point. All right, I'm jumping right into a game. Here we go. Now I'm gonna get really stressed out. Oh, I died. All right, hold on. This is my first game. I got to get a little bit warmed up. Well, I just got blown up. Okay, this is super fun. I remember why I love Call of Duty. What the? These guys with, oh my god, these guys with the knives are just bugging the shit out of me. Wait. Got one. Okay. All right. All right. Hold on. Regroup. Hang on. Oh, you're my teammate. God dang it. All right. Supposed to be talking about how good. Okay. Yep. Yeah, mm-hmm. Hey, yeah. Oh, I got one, bitch. I don't think it's just a curse on here, but that's okay. Got you. No. He blew himself up. What an idiot. Okay. Stuck him. Got you. You're my teammate. Shooting everybody. Who cares? Yeah. Nope. Okay. So, yeah, I guess my point was about the tech. Okay, so my point was that if you could tell, there's no lag on here at all. Okay, so there's a few things to note. I'm not plugged into a power supply. Okay, that's the craziest thing about this. I am just running this straight up. Oh my god, I can't even think while I'm trying to play this. This is infuriating. You know, I'm just I take that. Idiot. Oh. Okay, so the point is that I'm trying. Oh my god. Okay. No, I can't even think while I'm trying to do this. All right, so the point is that it runs incredibly well. It runs really nice. There was no lag, no stutter. There's no power supply, and I'm still getting 50, 60 frames. So if you want to use this as a portable COD machine like me, if you want to use this as a portable Fortnite machine, something that's going to be able to let you take this on the road, it's perfect for that. If you want it to be a full-on game replacement, then it is not the right thing for you. Okay, so let me bring it back so I can wrap this up. Hang on. All right, so let's look at this one more time. Okay, so on the back, you have vents. On the top, you have vents. Right here, you're going to have the actual ports here for the external display, the micro SD, the headphone jack, the USB-C, volume, which I will tell you. Okay, would you shut the frick up for 1 second? Hold on, I got to exit this. God, okay. So when you grab this, you are grabbing the volume switch. So for me, when I grab my switch, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take it and go. Boom, I'm hitting this. So yeah, thanks, man. So basically, anything in here's the battle net. So you can basically download any of the games that are on PC. It's a PC. It's literally a PC. You can do EA games. You can do Apex. You can do Cyberpunk. You can do really Diablo. You can do anything. Diablo does technically run on this. It's really kind of slow and laggy, but it does run. You can do Steam. You can do pretty much any of the emulators as well. This also becomes an emulator for like Switch games if you really want to. But ultimately, the idea is the AAA games, they're going to run okay. They're going to run well enough to have like fun with it. But if you're getting competitive, if you're doing ranked mode, stick to your regular, Xbox, your PS5 or your PC, because this is not it. This is just strictly this to me thinks I think that this is like a hobby gamist gamer. What the fuck am I trying to say? This is a this is a machine for a hobbyist who's a gamer. Somebody who plays as a hobby. God dang it. That's what I'm trying to say. Old guys like me who are trying to just have some fun and just kill some people on shipment. Really, ultimately, is what it is. So yeah. So ultimately, I got to give this. This is one day. I've given it some pretty good testing so far. But they include in the bottom. They include all your different things like your Microsoft files, the Bing and all that stuff, and they include Microsoft Office on here. You don't need it. It's really, you're not going to check your emails for work on here. You're going to be using this to play games. So ultimately, the idea is get this, download 3 or 4 games. If you really want to, you can get an SD card in here. There are certain ones that you can use on this. I'll put the link in the description of this video. But at the end of the day, man, it's fun. This is a fun thing you can throw in your bag, play some COD, play some Fortnite, play some Cyberpunk, Diablo, Halo, or anything like that. Plus, it comes with 3 months of Xbox Game Pass. And this is not a sponsor. I bought this myself. I went out and bought this with my own money because I wanted to see what it felt like. And I love it. This is now going to go in my bag and replace my Switch for now, even though I'm addicted to Zelda. So there's that. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for joining. Thanks for checking this out. I'm going to kind of cut it off here because I think that I've kind of exhausted all my thoughts. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you're watching me now, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Give me a sub and a follow if you don't mind. I'm really trying to grow my channel. I'm thinking about incorporating some more of this gaming stuff because right now I do phones. I got the iPhones, the S23 Ultras, the folding device. I got the Pixel Fold coming up. But any support would be awesome. And I appreciate you guys hanging out, checking it out, hearing my thoughts because I have a lot of them. And I think that what we'll do is wait until give it about a week or so and see how this thing turns out. Because ultimately right now, even though it looks sick, it feels really good. And again, what I did with these back buttons, even though they were great for some of the games, I put this as my mute button for my microphone. So I'm able to, in Call of Duty specifically, if I have a squad that I'm pairing up with, I can just mute and unmute. It's my tap to talk kind of thing. And so there's a lot of functionality because, again, you have this button here, which brings you up to a little short menu that tells you when you can, with your brightness, with your volume, and you can change your wattage as well, your operating mode, control mode. And again, my biggest thing with this is just make sure when you use this, you're changing it from gamepad to desktop, because you will get so frustrated when you start this up and you don't have a gamepad if you're using something like Call of Duty or something. Just remember to do that. If you do that, you're going to be really happy. And especially if you're playing now into another game, you'll really enjoy it. So that's it. Those are all my thoughts. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you so much for checking it out. If you're here live or here later, I really love you guys for following, and I got more content to come. So until next time, we'll see ya. Thank you guys so much. Check you later.